Once, in a small village nestled at the edge of a deep forest, there lived a young hunter named Kofi. He was known for his bravery and skill in tracking animals. Each day, he would venture into the thick forest, hoping to return with a fresh catch to feed his family. One bright morning, Kofi set out earlier than usual. The birds were still singing, and the forest seemed peaceful. As he walked deeper into the woods, he noticed something strange, the beautiful golden light shining from behind the trees. Curious, he followed the light, careful not to make a sound. As he moved closer, he saw an animal unlike any he had ever seen before. It was a large, majestic deer with fur that shimmered like gold in the sunlight. Its eyes were bright and intelligent, almost as if it was waiting for him. Kofi knew that he could kill it, but something in his heart told him not to. Instead, he stood still, watching the creature. Suddenly, the deer turned its head towards him and seemed to speak in a soft voice, "I am not what I seem, young hunter. If you spare me, I will give you a gift beyond your dreams." Kofi's heart raced. He had never heard of an animal speaking, let alone offering a gift. "What gift?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. The deer lowered its head, and before Kofi could blink, it began to change. The golden fur melted away, and the creature transformed into a beautiful woman with long, flowing hair and eyes that sparkled like the stars. She stood before him, dressed in a gown made of leaves and flowers, her smile gentle but full of mystery. "You have saved me," she said, "and for that, I will give you the gift of love. I will become your wife, and we live together in happiness. But remember this, you must never tell anyone the truth of what I was." Kofi, stunned and speechless, nodded. He could hardly believe what had just happened, but his heart was filled with a strange warmth. He agreed, and the two of them returned to his village. Years passed, and Kofi and his new wife lived in peace. They had children and built a family. However, as time went on, Kofi began to feel a strange unease. The promise he made to never speak of her past was becoming harder to keep. His friends and family would sometimes ask about his wife, and he could not help but wonder, what if they knew the truth? What if she was no longer the woman he married? One day, when the wind was strong and the sky darkened with clouds, Kofi noticed something odd. His wife was standing by the river, looking out at the horizon with a faraway look in her eyes. When he approached her, she turned to him and said, "Kofi, there is something you must understand. Our time is running out." Kofi's heart skipped a beat. What did she mean? What was happening to them? He grabbed her hands, but before he could ask more, she whispered softly, "The truth will come to light soon, and you must be ready for what comes next." Kofi was filled with questions, but before he could speak, she vanished into the mist, leaving him standing alone. And so, Kofi's life became filled with suspense and fear. What would happen next? What truth did she mean? Would he lose her forever? The story had only just begun.